Whether it's your first time here or you're a regular here at Mr. Super Oz, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. It exists because I, Oz, from the channel Mr. Super Oz, I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors. Volume 1 is called All Day Long. If you follow the link in the description of this video, you can get yourself hats, shirts, posters, all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can get the story itself. And the more people that pick up the story, the greater the chances are that there can be continued adventures with these heroes. If you could, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, enjoy. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I love bookending shows. Usually, I bookend my own show. The way that it ends is the way it begins.
Yeah.
But the original open of my Smackdown saw Rey Mysterio coming out to defend his television title, much like he often does.
Of course.
But instead of that actually occurring, he gets interrupted by one Matthew Hardy and his Magnitude followers. So Matt says, "While I'd love to add your television title to my collection, Ray, I beg of you, please take a step back." He says, "Ray, if you could just wait. I have bigger fish to fry." He said, "I've been doing this for weeks now. I've been calling him out. And that yella, no good for nothing, that so-called undisputed, but I dispute it. That champion, he may have beaten that old man, that dead man, but he's not ready for the one." And so Matt Hardy, like I said, he asked Ray to just sit down at the commentary table, watch as I win the undisputed championship here tonight on 9/26 of 2002. So I literally wrote here, I said, this is a birthday present to myself because I love Matt Hardy and I really enjoyed young Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, of course.
And so Matt calls out Brock. He says, I won't take no for an answer. And so with Crash and Shannon by his side, each holding one of the Cruiserweight Tag Team titles, because Matt believes tonight he's taking home the Undisputed Championship. He says, I'm waiting, I'm ready. And so he's calling him out. And Brock doesn't come out. Paul does. Paul comes to the ring. He's moving with a purpose.
He's like, "What are you doing?"
And well, no, Paul's very concerned, right? Yeah. He leans into Matt. He says, "Matt, I care about you." He's like, I'm looking out for you. He's like, you don't want to do this. And Matt Hardy pushes Paul Heyman.
Oh, man.
And so at that point, Paul, he just lands on his butt. You know, he's just Paul's just sitting there, and he takes his hat, and it's in his hand, and he's like, all right, you asked for it. So Brock's music hits. Brock comes out, and so Matt Hardy says, "Do you accept my challenge?" And Brock Lesnar says, "I'll take on all three of you."
Oh my God.
And so Brock Lesnar destroys Shannon Moore, Crash Holly, and Matt Hardy as a celebratory day early birthday present to a young little Oz having a good old time here in the opening segment of this year's SmackDown. Brock Lesnar obviously gets the pin on Matt Hardy in the opening match, 1, 2, 3. And he takes his undisputed Alpha Entertainment Worldwide Championship back home with him, along with Paul. And
Ray's just clapping on the outside.
Yeah, Ray's just like, okay.
That was a hell of a match, like.
And so after the break,
of course,
of all that chaos, we come back. Ray, who has already done his entrance, he's standing in the ring, and at this point, we hear the Undertaker's music. Because in my mind, the Dudley Riders both come out to
the gong.
Yeah. Undertaker had this song after after Rollin', which was I think it was a Jim Johnson. I know it was an in-house production. Mm-hmm. And in my mind, they both come out to that their theme. And so the person who answers Rey Mysterio's television title open challenge is the man who defeated Hollywood Hulk Hogan at Day of Reckoning, that being Big Evil Chuck Palumbo.
Okay.
And so here is the culmination of all of the hard work I've done to prove that this man with a mean mane, Chuck Palumbo, wasn't drafted early for no reason. When Chuck Palumbo stays dominant and ends Rey Mysterio's television title reign, I wish I'd have kept track of how many defenses he had. But I know that it's under the 9 that Mark Henry did. I think that
I want to say he did 7.
7. I feel like it's 7. 7 does feel right because I intentionally made Ray's reign shorter than Mark's because I wanted to keep Mark on that elevated platform.
That longest reign.
Because 9 consecutive title defenses
is a lot.
and 7 isn't bad either. It's
I mean, one guy has like 25 now, but that's a side point.
What's that?
One guy has like 25.
Oh, true. But he doesn't defend. He isn't mandatorily made to defend every week.
Every single week. No, he just does it like a psychopath.
Yes, I don't understand. And actually, I think that I saw somewhere he's actually at 28 defenses now.
Oh, he must have did something outside AEW.
And he
did have that one New Japan match against Gabriel Kidd, I think. He must have did other ones like that.
Regardless, because the reason that mattered was maybe I'm mixing up my numbers. Maybe it was 25 for Orange and 28 for Roman. I think that's what it was. I think it's 25 for Orange and then 28 for Roman. And Roman's is 1,000 days and Orange is like 258 or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, whatever it was.
Nowhere near as close, but
correct.
Just as many defenses.
Yes. But anyway, the point was Chuck Palumbo proves that he wasn't drafted early for no reason. This partnership with The Undertaker wasn't for nothing. He wins the television title, proving that to his mentor that this was all good stuff and important. Post this television title match, we cool things off a touch with a little bit of their local competitor action where the Regal counter threat, we have Rook Nowinski and Bishop Storm winning a tag match, so that's quick and easy. We got Tajiri taking on Funaki. Funaki falls short in this match to prove that Tajiri is still on a roll, given the fact that he won over Jamie Noble and is keeping the momentum going. Presumably, he'll probably be the next to challenge Storm down the way.
Makes sense.
After that, Booker T defeats King William to once again get in the head of the Regal counter threat. Maybe their crown jewel isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
And in our semi-main event, we have Val Venus taking on Jamie Noble. The reason this is important is because, Jamie just got turned on Sunday.
Right.
And I really need to start showing that he is more than just a comedy act with his humor. So actually, in this match, I want him to come out in long tights and not the denim like he was wearing.
Like actual gear.
Yeah, so he did it toward the end of his run with Kid Cash. Him and Kid Cash were working as the Pitbulls, and they both wore long tights. And so here, I want him to debut that look. And after Jamie Noble gets his victory over Val Venus, we get another workout promo before the commercial break, and we go into the main event where Eddie Guerrero does defend his Intercontinental Championship in a no disqualification match against Edge. Eddie retains, and again, Edge is still dealing with this injury, this hard time, this bad time, and I'll probably use him less, and because of the fact that I know he's hurt, but like it's so tempting to want to use him, because
it's real easy to run him into the ground.
Like in real time, Edge and Rey Mysterio competed for the debuting, which we don't need to do because we never got rid of the Cruiserweight tag straps, but him and Rey competed for the debuting SmackDown Blue Tag titles.
The WWE Tag Team Champions.
Exactly, at SmackDown, or at Survivor Series for SmackDown.
Right.
And like, it's so tempting to want to keep using him, but I'm probably gonna let him rest up a little before putting him on the shelf forever, or not forever, but for a long darn time.
For the foreseeable future.
Yeah, but Eddie retains, and
Remember when he was out?
Yeah, he went out in February of 2003.
Jesus Christ.
And but like I said, his injury actually took place.
Yeah, all the way back
in like September of 2002, maybe August. And it's like, come on, man, dude, don't do that to yourself.
Please don't. Man, I wonder his career is so down early.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
the first time.
It's just so fortunate for him that medical technology has gotten to where it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm so glad that we're going into the final Raw, because